Hey, what's up everybody? This is Chris with Digital REM, and in this video we're going to show you the beginning processes of setting up your website for your actual business or for your actual brand. So that being said, we're just going to hop right into it. Let's go. So boom, here we are. We're going to show you how to create the web. So boom, here we are. We're on Wix.com, and these are a list of some of our websites. We're going to show you how to create your own right here from Wix. So essentially what you want to do is go right here to create new site, hit that create new site. And I usually like to start from blank canvas. So you'll start from a blank canvas. After it finished loading, it's pretty much like populating the canvas. Now you can start from a template, and if you are interested in starting from a template, you can check out our video where we have you actually start from a template in one of our previous videos. But with that being said, this is starting from a blank canvas. This is usually how we do it here at Digital REM Production. So I'm going to show you how to start it from a blank canvas. So as you see, you have a blank body, a blank header with a couple items in a menu, and then you have your footer here. So these are the three areas that you really want to pay attention to. What you put in your header is going to be on every page of your website. What you put on your footer is going to be on every page of your website, unless you define it not to be, but more than likely it'll be on every page of your website. So with that being said, you want to keep that in mind. But for now, this is the home page, so we're going to go ahead and build out the home page. Now, if you have a business where you just essentially need just only a home page, then this is perfect for you. Like, essentially you wouldn't have to worry about anything outside of that. So we'll be able to see it easier. What I will do is just like change the color. Let's just change it to something where we'll just be able to identify what's the header, what's the footer, and what's the home, the body. Right? We're going to go ahead and remove this, or you don't have to remove it, but one of the things I like to do is start a website is work on the footer. So let's just put, instead of Wix Studio, we just put Digital REM, like so. Boom. Go ahead and take that link out, like that. Boom. No link. Boom. And the only way you could tell that it was a link because it had an underline on it. So we're going to take the link out. Actually, let's put the link. Let's put the link back, but we're going to put it to digitalrem.com. So let's go web address digitalrem.com. Right? Boom. That's how you would essentially establish a link. So these links, let's go back to it. These links can be a document. It can lead to a document. It can link to another anchor point. It can lead to a web address, as we did, or it can lead to a page on your site. Currently, we only have one page. It's the home page, and this is the home page. So we're just going to link it to a web address. That being said, my forethought is being that this site will be for somebody, and it's like created by, we can put that in here now, created by Digital REM, right? And that'll always be at the footer of your website. So I'm gonna put it at the bottom of the footer, just like so. Just like that. All right, so that's the footer. So let's say you wanna work on the header now. Let's just call this for now. Let's call this Creator, all caps, Creator Academy. Right? And boom. You'll have the Creator Academy. Now you see this is in our logo. So what you want to do to change the logo, well, before we do that, on this side you'll see there's a menu. So these are all your pages that are on your website. Again, we only have one page on our website currently, so we will go further into this, like adding more pages in a second. So with that being said, or in another video, depending on how we feel. But with that being said, let's go ahead and go back to this logo. One of the first things you want to do is go ahead and start to build out your quote unquote media library. You want to start to build that out now. So we're going to go to the images, change vector art for one. Now we don't want to do vector art, we want to go to our site files. And this what essentially going to do is build out all of your media for your brand. So this is very, very important. When you get your logo designed and things like that, you more than likely will have multiple versions of your logo, especially if you got it designed by anybody from the Creator Academy or in Digital REM. If one of our artists or one of our graphic artists or somebody on our production team designed your logo, more than likely you have variations of your logo. So with that being said, you want to organize all of your website files so you can so it'll be easier to manage as your website grows. So with that being said, we're going to upload some media real quick. Actually, let's just upload some media, right? And I'm going to use one of our clients. Let's use you. Yeah, let's use you. And you can simply drag and drop, or you can hit that plus sign and it'll upload the media very, very simply, right? Very, very simple. Boom. So you see, the logo is here. It says Skin Institute of Atlanta. The logo is here. Now, the thing about this, why I say you want to organize this, your media, is because as you create blog posts, as you put new pictures, as you do all of these different things, it's going to just have a whole list of things. So it's going to be harder and harder to find your logo. Your logo is going to get pushed towards the bottom. So you want to start to manage your files now, or manage your asset library now. So what you can do is go ahead and put all of your brand elements into a folder. So essentially, you can hit the folder right here by create new folder, or you can right click, create new folder, right? And I like to call it brand elements, right? Because your brand elements not only consist of your logo, but it might consist of certain pictures, photography, so on and so forth. You might have different types of brand elements. So inside of brand elements, I'll go ahead and put a logo, right? We'll have that logo. Let's say, do they have any other logo? We have watermark here. So we're going to pull that watermark in here. The icon. See icons in here. Yep. So you got the icons. So we're going to pull those in here. And again, if you organize your files, on your directory, when you drag and drop, it'll keep the same folder naming conventions that you might have. So in this brand, we have graphics templates here. Let's see what else we have. Nothing for Instagram, no business cards, no Facebook, TikTok, no, YouTube, nope. And all of these social media ones that I'm kind of naming are essentially okay. All the ones I'm naming are essentially what we usually build out for as far as a graphics package when we have a startup size business. So again, we're gonna just leave that there. They don't have much on the graphics package side. We have a style guide. One of the things I also like to do, don't have a style guide, we didn't create their style guide. One of the things I also like to do, if you have a style guide or any other supporting documentation, go ahead and drop it in here, because as the website owner, you will be able to go ahead and go to your website and download whatever you need. So essentially another place where you can save all of the elements for your business, all of the things that you need for your business. Very, very important. So in order to go back, let's say we went in this brand elements, in order to go back, you want to hit site files and it'll go back to where, if you want to say the folder before, that's outside of the folder that you had selected. So that being said, we're gonna for now, let's just create like a website images, and we will actually go into another lesson where we go for website images in a future lesson. But website images, and this is where you would drop all of your website media, or you could say media. Let's say media. If you need to rename, right click on it and rename. I'm using the word media because we might have images and we might have videos, and I'm gonna grab one of this video that I saw and go ahead and just drop it in there. Videos, photos, and if you are one of our clients, if you have worked with us, you know that usually when we do the website or create the website, we also have the production for the photos, the videos, and things like that. That's why it kind of all ties together. The graphic design, all of this ties together. When people land back on your website, it's creating that one cohesive experience. So again, that's why a lot of things are packaged together. So when you create this space for your customers, it will all be cohesive. It'll look good. It'll pop off, and just like that. So if you need to get back to your media, just go ahead and change vector art. You could click on any image or photo or things like that. You could just change it. So we're going to go to our site files now. Same thing as we did before. Hit that brand elements. Go in our logo. Going to grab this, double click it. Now it's saying that we can't replace this logo because it's a PNG with vector art only. As you see on the right side, it's saying only vector art can be chosen, right? So what we can do is just simply delete this, right? So how do you delete it? It's stacked right now, so you can unstack. And stacking is essentially like it's grouped together. There are two elements that you can move together. Let me actually stack it back, Control Z. And you see, I can move both of these elements together, even though they're two separate elements. So that's what stacking is. Let me move it back. So we're gonna unstack it. So now when I select, it selects one individual thing, just like that. Boom. Simple, right? Now you can just get rid of this by selecting it, hitting delete, and it'll go away, right? Now how do we add a logo back? You're gonna hit this plus sign, image, boom. We're gonna replace this image. So once you select the image and you see the blue outline there, you're gonna change that image. We're gonna go to our brand elements. We're gonna go to our logo, Skin Institute. Boom, you see, simply drop. Now you can grab the handles on the side. You see these little circle things, or these circle things or ball things. You just wanna grab those and move them. And move it over here. Now because the actual logo has the name in it, we actually don't need this text, so we can delete that. And boom. Now you have your header, which is always going to be at the top of your page, and you want to, more than likely, a good rule of thumb, a good thing I like to do is go ahead and put one in the header and one in the footer. So again, as people scroll down the page, they will at the end of the, just like you end in a book, at the end of the book and at the beginning of the book. So the beginning of the book shows the title, at the end of the book shows title. The title is just like, think of it like a book. So you have the cover, and then you flip the book around, you have the back cover. So again, the footer's the back cover, the header's the front cover, right? And boom, just like that. So boom, there it is. You got to see exactly how to start to set up your website as far as understanding the header, the body, and the footer, so you can start to insert elements for those different parts of your website. Now with that being said, you also had the opportunity to understand how to start to organize your media by using folders when you are putting media into your website, because it's very, very valuable. As your website grows, there are going to be more and more pictures, there are going to be more and more content, and then sometimes you might need to go back to your logo, which is all the way buried down at the bottom. But if you start to organize early on in the game, start to organize your files early on in the game, it'll save you in the back end when things really start to ramp up for your business. So with that being said, make sure you set your site up perfectly for your media. Set your site up perfectly in the beginning for laying out your page. So understanding the header and footer was the main objective for this lesson, but I will see you all in the next lesson where we go into the actual menu. So creating different pages so you can start to build out your menu for your header, but build out your menu and create those different pages for your website. So with that being said, I will see you all in the next lesson. Let's go. Hey, what's up everybody? This is Chris with Digital REM, and in this lesson we're going to show you how to build out your menu page or menu for your Wix website. So with that being said, we're just going to hop right into it. Let's go.